In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NHL games happening on October 17, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NHL games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Anaheim Ducks versus New York Rangers. The Anaheim Ducks face the New York Rangers, with both teams looking to start the season strong. The Ducks have split their first 2 games and hope to rebound from a 6-goal defeat, while the Rangers won their first 2 games but are looking to rebound from a rough loss on the road. Both teams are hoping to erase the memory of their recent games, and the upcoming game should be a good one as a result. The Ducks head up to New York to continue their East Coast road trip to begin their season on Monday. After opening up the season at home and barely beating the expansion team Kraken, Anaheim isn't exactly set up for a strong start to the season. They were smashed 7-1 by the Islanders on Saturday and have their next 3 games in the Northeast before at least starting to head west and go to Detroit. Such a road stretch to begin the season is tough for any team, let alone a Ducks team that finished next to last in the Pacific Division last season. They did virtually nothing in the offseason on either the goal-scoring or goaltending side of things. Meanwhile, the Rangers opened up their season by taking down the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have been to the Stanley Cup Finals for 3 straight seasons, by multiple goals. New York then followed that up by heading up to Minnesota and thrashing the Wild 7-3 in their season and home opener. If not for having to travel up to Winnipeg on a back-to-back directly after that win, they'd likely be entering this game with their record unblemished. Regardless, the entire league had off on Sunday, so they should be more than ready to go against a clearly inferior opponent. It should also provide confidence knowing that the Rangers defeated the Ducks by a combined score of 8-4 in their 2 meetings last season. New York is more concerned with hoisting the cup, and the Ducks should just be a stepping stone in that process. The Rangers have looked like one of the best teams in the NHL to start the season and look to bounce back from a surprising loss and dominate this game from the opening puck drop. So the New York Rangers money line is our full game side pick. The Ducks look to bounce back after allowing 7 goals and limit a Rangers offense that only scored 1 goal in their last game, with John Klingberg, Cam Fowler, and the rest of the defense limiting passing lanes in the defensive zone and forcing direct shots on the net, allowing goaltender John Gibson to make plenty of big saves. The Rangers, who have only allowed 2.67 goals per game, should eliminate and potentially shut out the Ducks, with Adam Fox, K-Ander Miller, Jacob Traub, and the rest of the defensive unit forcing turnovers in the neutral zone and defensive zone, while goaltender Igor Shesterkin, who has also allowed 4 goals this season, blanks the Ducks' shots on the net. Igor Shesterkin is one of the best in the league, and he will have no problem against the Ducks. He was excellent in the net for the Rangers last season. Shesterkin had a 2.07 goals against average and .935 save percentage. He ranked first in goals against average, first in save percentage, and third in shutouts among all goalies in the league. Shesterkin is off to a good start this season, winning his first 2 starts of the season with a 2.02 goals against average and .935 save percentage. The under is 9-4-2 in the last 15 meetings in New York. Anaheim is going to struggle to score on the Rangers. The Rangers are led by one of the best defenses in the league, and with 2 of the game's best goaltenders facing off, this will be a low-scoring game controlled by both defenses. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Arizona Coyotes versus Toronto Maple Leafs. The Arizona Coyotes face the Toronto Maple Leafs, with both teams on opposite ends of the standings to start the season. The Coyotes entered the season expected to finish near the bottom of the Central Division and already have a 0-2 record. The Maple Leafs, meanwhile, are entering the season with Stanley Cup aspirations, and following an opening night loss, have won back-to-back games. The Coyotes are looking to win their first game of the season, while the Maple Leafs are looking to continue to build up a strong record in the Atlantic Division And the Eastern Conference. The Toronto Maple Leafs lost the first game of the season against the Montreal Canadiens, but since that point, they have won 2 straight games. 2 games ago, they beat the Washington Capitals 3-2, and in the last game, they beat the Ottawa Senators 3-2. Against the Senators, the Maple Leafs were led by Justin Holl, who finished with 3 shots on goal and 1 goal. Austin Matthews finished with 7 shots on goal and 1 assist. In goal for the Maple Leafs was Ilya Samsonov, and he saved 26 of the 28 shots he faced. The Coyotes have really struggled to start the season, losing each of the first 2 games. The Coyotes lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins 6-2 in the first game, and in the last game against the Boston Bruins, they were defeated 6-3. The Coyotes scored 2 goals in the third period, but the defense gave up 3 goals. Shane Gostisbehere was the top player for the Coyotes, finishing with 4 shots on goal and 1 goal. Terrell Vejmelka was in goal for the Coyotes, and he finished with 37 saves on 42 shots on goal. The Coyotes are 5-2 in their last 7 games against the Atlantic. The Maple Leafs are 4-0 in their last 4 games on Monday. The Coyotes are 6-1 in their last 7 meetings in Toronto. The under is 8-2-1 in the last 11 meetings played between the 2 teams. The road team is 7-3 in the last 10 meetings between Arizona and Toronto. The over is 31-15-5 in Maple Leafs' last 51 games following a win. The Maple Leafs are 1-4 in their last 5 games following a win. Toronto did lose twice last season to the Coyotes, but they are the much better team. Arizona ranked last in goals per game, last in shots per game, 30th in goals against per game, and last in shots against per game last year. They have not looked any better so far on the season. The Yotes allowed 53 shots on goal and lost 6-2 in their season opener. The second game didn't go any better for Arizona. They allowed 6 goals and 43 shots on goal. Toronto has a ton of offensive firepower, and they will control the game. Austin Matthews and Mitchell Marner form one of the best and more dangerous lines in the league. Morgan Riley and John Tavares are off to a hot start to the season. Toronto is the much better team, and they will take care of business in this one. So the Toronto Maple Leafs to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. While Toronto will not struggle to score on Arizona, the Coyotes will have a difficult time offensively against the Leafs. Arizona ranked last in goals per game and in shots per game last season, and they have not looked any better so far this season. Ilya Samsonov has started the last 2 games in the net for Toronto, and he has looked good. Samsonov allowed 2 goals in each of his first 2 starts of the season. The under has hit in 7 out of the last 10 meetings between these 2 teams, and the under is 6-2-1 in the last 9 meetings in Toronto. Arizona's offense is awful, and they will struggle to score. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Boston Bruins versus Florida Panthers. The Florida Panthers and Boston Bruins face off on Sunday in an NHL showdown at TD Garden in Boston. The Panthers have gotten out to a nice start to the season, winning each of the first 2 games. The Panthers beat the New York Islanders 3-1 in the first game, and in the last game they beat the Buffalo Sabres 4-3. At the end of the second period, the Panthers were up 4-3, and the defense didn't give up a goal in the third period to secure the victory. There were 4 different goal scorers in the last game. Alexander Barkov finished with 2 assists and 4 shots on goal. Goaltender Spencer Wright had a decent game, saving 24 of the 27 shots that he faced. On the other side of this matchup is the Boston Bruins, who also come into this game having won 2 games. The Bruins won the first game against the Washington Capitals 5-2, and in the last game, they beat the Arizona Coyotes 6-3. AJ Green had a really big game, finishing with 2 goals and an assist. Pavel Zacha also had a big game, finishing 1 goal, 1 assist, and 4 shots on goal. In goal for the Bruins was Jeremy Swayman, and he finished the game stopping 21 of the 24 shots that he faced. The Panthers are 46-19 in their last 65 games overall. The Bruins are 5-2 in their last 7 games overall. The under is 13-6-5 in the last 24 meetings between the 2 teams in Boston. The under is 29-13-9 in the last 51 meetings played between the 2 teams. The favorite is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings between the 2 teams. So the Boston Bruins to cover the Spreadas underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams have found success scoring to start the season, but both have shown holes in their defense. The Panthers in their last game gave up 3 goals to the Sabres, and they are going to struggle to defend against the Bruins here. The trends point towards the under in this game, but I don't believe that that's what's going to happen here. This is going to be a high-scoring game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.